YouTube. Happy Sunday. Sunday. I am still in Florida because the best laid plans of mice and men sometimes go awry, and that's kind of what happened to me. I could not find a good load out of the Miami area on Friday. I did have one booked, but the unload took so long because it was a floral. They had to make pallets out of everything that I had to call the broker and say, hey, these guys were running way behind. got to get home because I got to finish up I got to get caught up on my quarterly filings for my accountant. I need to make sure my IFTA return for second quarter gets processed, and I need to pick up my new license because that's been sitting at home, I'm sure, for the last 3 weeks. I need to get my pre-pass transponder, which is a combination elite pass pre-pass device that'll let me know if I need to enter or bypass the scale, and of course the elite pass get in here with a decent load, and it's really difficult to get out with a decent load. But, you know, like I said in the previous video, I don't know, a few weeks or a couple months ago, I don't know, maybe a week or two ago. Yeah, actually, the last time I was out here in Florida, 2 weeks ago, I talked about this, where I didn't get to come down to Florida as a kid or a teenager. So all of my visits to Florida, you know, have been professionally oriented. Like, I flew into Jacksonville in 2010 to go photograph a wedding at Jekyll Island, Georgia. Had a great time there, but only kind of got to sort of semi experience Florida, because I flew into Florida, then flew out of Florida. That was it. But then, you know, in 19, I came down here for the first time as a trucker, because my trainer was an owner-operator who lives in Florida, so he was getting ready to go on home time and take some time off to be with his wife. And so I needed to get dropped off at the Warner Terminal down there, so I got dropped off there, and then went on about finishing up my training and paperwork and getting my first truck, and then got myself on the road up to Savannah, and then from Savannah, Georgia, up to Wisconsin, and I started my career with Warner. And then I wasn't ever back in Florida at all during the pandemic, because I was working different accounts. But in 2021, I came down here for the first time in a long time. I just kind of came over the border. I think it was either the Tallahassee region, or maybe it was somewhere between Jacksonville and Lake City, to pick up a load of watermelon. And I brought that up to a grocery distributor in Indiana. That was a heavy, messy load, because one of the pallets collapsed on the one below it, and so there was watermelon squished all over the place. That was just not fun to deal with, but oh well, it is what it is. But then, since then, with the last carrier I drove for, came down here a couple of times in 22. No, once in 22, and then again earlier this year with them, and then now, since I've been on my own, I've been out of Florida twice. So, but when I was here in Florida 2 weeks ago, that's the first time I really had an opportunity to really have fun in Florida since 2019. I